What's going on, guys? Today I thought I would update a video that I made last year where I recommend 4 GFUEL flavours that you should start with if you're completely brand new to GFUEL. I get that not everyone wants to try a starter pack first, some people just want to go straight in with the tubs. And I made this video suggesting last year what flavours you should start with. Over the last year, GFUEL have released, I think, more flavours than they've ever released in 1 year. And those recommendations that whenever anyone's in my stream or in the YouTube comments, they ask what flavours they should start with, the recommendations have kind of changed because of the new flavors that have came out. And I think if GFUEL have another busy year in 2022, I'm probably going to have to update this in 2023. It'll just be a rolling thing. It's like my ranking videos, they change every year. So I hope that you find this video helpful. I watched loads of videos like this when I was deciding what GFUELs to buy first. That was around about 2.5 years ago. And the flavors that I'm going to recommend are kind of well balanced. They're not all one of a similar flavor. They're kind of one from each category, if you will. When you start drinking GFUEL, you'll realize that there's different categories of flavors. They have sweet ones, they have lemonade infused ones, they have punchy ones, they have kind of mellow ones. I'm gonna give a flavor from kind of each of those categories and it'll help you kind of decide which one you want to go with first. Of course, as always, they have their buy one get one free, so if you want to pick up more than one of these tubs, you can pay for one and you get one free. They've just had a sale at the end of at the start of the new year, end of last year, and the next one's due to come up. It's quite a gap between the end of the year one and the next one. I think it's Easter. Sometimes they do sales in the middle, so keep an eye out on the GFUEL Twitter, and sometimes you can manage to pick up yourself 2 tubs for the price of 1. With all of that being said, let's jump straight into the video. The first flavor that I'm going to recommend is personally my favorite flavor. If you want to watch my ranking of all my GFUEL flavors, I'll put the link for that down in the description. I uploaded that last week. The first flavor that I'm going to recommend for people to start with GFUEL is quite a punchy flavor, quite a strong flavor, and it is my favorite at the minute, and that is XQC's The Juice. This came out in March or April of last year, and it instantly shot to my #1 spot. Nothing has beat this flavor at the minute. As a flavor profile, it's watermelon based, but it is infused with a bunch of other fruits. GFUEL used to have a fruit punch flavor on their website that they used to sell. I think that they vaulted that, and then this has kind of taken its place. This kind of gets described as fruit punch because there's so many different fruits mixed in with this. It is my favorite flavor at the minute. If you're someone who likes stronger, sweeter, fruitier kind of if you've come from like the pre-workout market and you're looking at GFUEL, this is kind of similar to the kind of fruity pre-workouts that are on sale at the minute. Unfortunately, GFUEL don't have any of this in their starter packs, which for me there's a missed opportunity because it is such a great flavor. There's loads of people missing out because they don't want to buy a tub of it straight away. I think that they should really start making samples of this that they could put in their starter packs. If you don't want to go with the juice as quite a strong flavor first, if you want to try some of the lighter flavors, I lied in the title. It's actually 5 flavors that you should start with. These 2, we've got Phaseberry and we've also got Raging Gummy Fish. These 2 are what I describe as the mellow flavors. They are flavors where it's not really strong, it's not too sweet, it's not too sour, it's not too tart. They don't have really any of that. They're just a nice taste in GFUEL. The Phaseberry, if you like strawberry, that's the kind of strongest flavor that comes through here. It's mixed with other flavors in there, so I think they've got blueberry and pomegranate. If you like that kind of flavor profile, you'll probably like these. I recommended this in the last video and I was nearly going to take it out because it's out of my top 10 now, but it's still a very good flavor and I think it is probably one that people should start with. And the next one is Raging Gummy Fish. I'm absolutely addicted to this flavor at the minute. It's one of my favorites. If you've ever had Swedish fish in America or even in the UK, you will already know exactly what this tastes like. I had a real Swedish fish last year at Christmas for the first time and they have absolutely nailed this flavor. It is almost identical. When I read my YouTube comments and when people are in my Twitch stream, these are the 2 flavors where I probably get the most questions about, and I think that is because they are quite light flavors, they're quite mellow, they're not too strong, and I think people want to come into GFUEL with that kind of safer entry point. They're not going to be too strong if you don't like the strong flavors, and they are fantastic flavors. I hear people say that they like one and they don't like the other, or some people don't like both, but I am convinced that this is probably one of the safer options if you're starting out with GFUEL because they're not too strong. And if you like those flavors, if you like Raging Gummy Fish and you like Phaseberry, then you can start to move on to maybe some of the stronger flavors if you weren't wanting to start there in the first place. Next up is one of the OG flavors that came out years and years ago at the very start of GFUEL, and that is watermelon. Now, the reason I recommend this, if you drink this, you can see how close to an actual taste of watermelon that they can get this flavor to. And once you've tried that, you then know other fruit flavors like grape, like green apple. You know how close they can get. And I've tried the grape and the green apple. They're both in my tower here, and let me tell you, they are very, very accurate to the actual taste of the fruits. Obviously, the grape one, it's kind of purple grape. It's more similar to the grape juice.
I want some grape drink, baby. It's purple.
But you know what I mean. As if you try watermelon, you will know exactly what I mean. What I will say is if you don't like sweeter flavors, maybe not try the watermelon first, and maybe, as I said, go with phaseberry. This is the mix of loads of different fruits, but it's not as sweet as watermelon. But once you've tried watermelon, you will know how accurate they can actually get their flavors. They're really, G Fuel are really good at when they pick a specific flavor, they can hone in on it and get it exact. So that was the fruit category. Next up, in the sweet category, we have actually a very, very recent flavor, one that I'm very surprised about, and that is Phase 51. This is an amazing flavor. It came out at the tail end of last year, and the official flavor profile is it's Cantaloupe Sorbet, which is technically like melon sorbet. It's the closest thing that it tastes like is melon. Now, this is probably going to be the one in the video where people in the comments are like, why are you recommending Phase 51? I would have probably said the same had I not tried this. This is in my top 10. It is one of my favorite flavors that G Fuel have out at the minute, and the reason I'm recommending it is if you like the taste of melon, if you like melon juice, obviously you're going to like this. Even if you don't, I'm not the biggest fan of melon, but for some reason I absolutely love this, and I think that this is a fantastic entry point for the sweet flavors. If you enjoy this, you're then going to start to get into the other flavors, and you might enjoy other fruits, other sweet flavors, sorry, like starfruit, like hive nectar, pink drip as well is a very similar one to this. And I think that out of those, that kind of list of flavors, this one's definitely the best one. So Phase 51 in the sweet category, I would definitely recommend picking this up. This one's kind of the dark horse. A lot of people might watch this and think, I don't know about melon, but trust me, once you've tried this, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that is it. I have one more flavor that I'm going to give an honorable mention, but that is it for, we have in the strong punchy category, we've got the juice, XQC's the juice. In the kind of mellow category, in the lighter flavors, we have, I'm combining these two together, we've got Raging Gummy Fish and Phaseberry. In the fruit category, we have watermelon, but to be honest, any of the single fruit-based flavors would give you a general idea of how good the fruit category is. As we just discussed, in the sweet category, we have Phase 51. The honorable mention I'm going to give, this flavor was in the video last year that I'd done, and it is G Fuel have lemonade infused categories, and they've got quite a few out at the minute. They have Shiny Splash, they've got Hype Sauce, Yuzu Slash, there's one that I'm forgetting, I can't remember what one it is. It'll come to me once I've stopped recording the video, and the flavor that I'm gonna give an honorable mention to is Hype Sauce. I took this out of the video because I kind of thought that you don't need to try the lemonade infused G Fuels when you're first starting out. It's something that you might try later on. Hype Sauce is usually in the starter pack, so if you order a starter pack first, you might actually get lucky and get a sample of this. I just wanted to throw it in there because I took it out and I felt really guilty. I replaced it with Phase 51 and I thought I should probably mention the Hype Sauce. So although in the title I said we've got 4 flavors that I recommend, it's technically 5, maybe 6, but that's just because G Fuel have so many amazing flavors. It's hard to kind of tell someone exactly what flavor to go in at, you know. I can't tell someone try this flavor first, you'll love it. So that's why I've got all these different categories. It's kind of when people come into the stream or in the YouTube comments, they'll ask me what flavor to start with, and I start asking questions. I'm like, do you like sweet flavors? Do you like punchy flavors? Do you like sour flavors? The reason I don't have a sour flavor category in this video is because I don't think that people should start with the sour flavors first. I think sour flavors are something you should start with the sweeter version and then try the sour version, because from what I can see, I don't really prefer the sour versions of the G Fuel flavors, and a lot of other people don't. They prefer the normal version. So I was going to maybe include sour with this, but I decided to leave it out. And that is it for the video. As I say, I'm probably going to have to update this next year. If you've watched my video from last year, you will see the differences in the video this year. G Fuel are going to keep coming out with the more amazing flavors, and who knows, maybe next year, one of the flavors that comes out this year, I'll start recommending as a first flavor. If you buy G Fuel and it helped you, let me know down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the ones I'm recommending. If I'm wrong, tell me what you think people should start with. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I make as many G Fuel videos as I can. As soon as a flavor comes out, I order it and get the review up, and I enjoy making just little chatting videos like this one. So if you enjoyed it, consider sticking around for more. If you want to watch me play games live, the link to my Twitch is down in the description. Come and join the chat, maybe play Fortnite with me. It's a game I'm enjoying at the minute. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.